Kentucky State Police trooper was involved in a police pursuit, a vehicle pursuit, that ended in a collision at the intersection of the Outer Loop and New Cut Road. At the scene of that collision, the state police arrested one suspect, while one suspect armed with a pistol fled towards the Walmart. The state trooper flagged down an off-duty LMPD officer who called for further assistance, and on-duty officers responded. An officer from LMPD was able to locate the suspect inside the Walmart, at which time the suspect fled from the Walmart. As he exited the Walmart, the suspect came and encountered a woman who was in the pharmacy drive-thru and attempted to carjack and possibly kidnap the woman. As the officer approached the vehicle, the suspect was in the passenger seat and the female victim was in the driver's seat still. The officer gave loud verbal commands and ultimately fired his gun, striking the subject multiple times. The suspect was injured, however, received what appears to be non-life-threatening injuries. He was transported to University Hospital and will be charged accordingly after this. The Professional Integrity Unit will be the lead on the case. As is standard, the officer involved will be placed on paid administrative reassignment pending the investigation. Body-worn camera video of this incident will be released within 10 business days, as is normal. We are very grateful that nobody else was injured in this incident. We're talking about an armed suspect running from police in the middle of the afternoon, running through a crowd at Walmart. You can only imagine the scene that may have been inside at that time, and what this did to this victim, who was just minding her business, trying to pick up a prescription at the Walmart pharmacy when an armed man jumps in her passenger seat. We are extremely grateful that nobody else was injured, but let this serve as a lesson that LMPD is out here doing work to keep people safe. We're very proud of the actions this officer took to save this woman's life today. This type of behavior will not be tolerated, plain and simple. Let criminals know that House Bill 5 now has new parameters that violent crime will receive an 85% mandatory service time for sentences on violent crime. So we plan to pursue charges to the full extent of the law and make sure this subject stays in jail until he can figure out how to cooperate and be a valuable part of society. If he can't, then we'll be right back knocking on his door again. This is not acceptable. The level of violence in the community is not acceptable. And you can rest assured that LMPD is going to do everything we can to make sure that we keep people safe. Thank you.
Can you tell us what it was like inside?
I don't have all the information about what happened inside. That'll be part of everything as it comes out. That's still all going to be part of the preliminary of what customers saw. There's obviously a lot of witnesses on this that'll have to be interviewed. So we haven't been able to get that full story from everyone and every perspective, which is what we'll want to get before we give a definitive update on everything that happened. They were shopping. We didn't tell them to be there.
No, meaning like, were they told at any point? Like, I
don't know all of that. I'm trying to give you the very preliminary statement of what happened. I don't know every conversation, interaction that happened. What I know is that a man armed with two guns were recovered at the scene, committed a violent crime, and it could have turned out very, very bad for innocent people. And officers acted very swiftly to make sure that we took care of that. And that's exactly how we expect officers to act. It was a dangerous situation. It could have been very dangerous for the officers as well as everybody else. And this is the type of heroism that we expect out of our officers, and you can expect out of us going forward. So she's uninjured. So no one else was injured in this, but obviously she's shaken up. To have somebody armed with a gun jump in your passenger seat is not the way that you expected your day to go when you left the house this morning. And so we're handling that as a very serious situation. Our victim services unit is already working with that woman to make sure that she gets taken care of. So thank you. Yes.